Hey guys. So let's talk about promoting to Ruby today. Um, that's like we have so many new people on our team and so many people who maybe are even past their Ruby bonus qualification that still want to promote to Ruby this month. So let's talk about exactly how you can do that, how you can make it happen. Now, one thing that I always tell people about like thinking about promoting. A lot of times people get in their own heads about the time frame left in the month. So right now it's the 21st, so we have 10 days left in the month. And a lot of people start to think immediately like, there's only 10 days left. There's no way that I can do this. And I want you to take that thought and throw it out the window. Do not even consider the time frame. Like that should not even make any difference in the world when you are thinking about promoting. We have had people join this company with less time in the month than we have and go diamond. Okay. We've had people join this company and go Ruby in like 6 days. So still being 10 days out, or if you're watching this in a different month, it does not matter the time frame. I'm telling you, if you set your mind to it, you can most definitely still promote this month. I'm not going to say it's not going to be work, because it will be work. But if in 10 days you promote, and if in 10 days you get a $500 cash bonus, I promise you it will be worth it. So I wanted to actually talk about steps that you can do, and I'm going to walk you through. I've got the Ruby chart here. We're going to walk through it, and we are going to talk about exactly how you can go Ruby, no matter what the time frame is. Like, that's not even an option. We're just going to put our running shoes on and we're going to go for it, because there's still so much time left in this month. If people can join brand new and go diamond in 9 days, then you already in the company, like you already at least have somewhat of an idea because you're watching this and you want to go Ruby. You most definitely can go Ruby in 10 days. So first off, let's just like get established what Ruby is. So Ruby it's really our first leadership promotion. So there's actually executive below that. But Ruby is where we really consider that starting to be like leadership positions. You'll have a team of 5 people when you promote to Ruby. So it's that first one that you really want to push for. And as you start promoting, if you read through our compensation plan, as you start promoting in the company, every time you promote, you unlock more of the compensation plan. Then when you go diamond, you actually unlock the entire compensation plan. So when you go Ruby, you are then paid, and it actually tells you here on this chart, and it's explained in the compensation plan. But when you promote to Ruby, you then get paid 10% on your first and second levels. And then you get paid 5% on your third and fourth levels. So you are then paid through your 4th level once you promote to Ruby. So people, like 4 levels down is how you'll get paid. So you really start to make good money once you go Ruby. So that's definitely something that you want to push for. And then of course, big added bonus, if you are still within your first 2 calendar months, you promote by the 31st of this month, you will get a $500 cash bonus. So I don't want anybody to think like, oh, I'm so brand new I can't promote yet, because you definitely can. Like I said, we've had people join and go diamond in 9 days, brand new to diamond in 9 days. So if you say, I just joined like the last day of September, or I just joined 6 weeks ago, I can't go Ruby yet. Yes, you can. Get those thoughts out of your mind. If you want to go Ruby this month, if you want to get that $500 cash bonus, you have so much time left still to do it. So if you're outside of that, those first 2 calendar months, and you do not qualify for your Ruby bonus still, don't let that hang you up, okay? Is a $500 cash bonus nice? Absolutely. If you can get it, do it. However, don't be discouraged by missing a bonus, okay? So for those of you who are watching this and you missed your Ruby bonus qualification, but you're still like, yeah, I'd like to go Ruby. So let me just tell you this. As you grow your team and as you start promoting, your paycheck grows exponentially. So in the long run, I mean, does it kind of suck that you missed a $500 Ruby bonus? Yeah, it does. But in the grand scheme of things, the amount of money that you can be making every single month by promoting far exceeds a $500 Ruby bonus. So don't just think, well, it'd be nice to go Ruby, but I don't really have like a reason to be pushing, because your paycheck will grow so much from like, okay, so let me just put it into perspective. Like my very first check, I only made 57 bucks. That's it, just 57. And excluding my Ruby bonus. So if I took my Ruby bonus off of my first Ruby paycheck, my first Ruby paycheck was around $450 without my bonus added into it. Just my commissions were like $450. So I went from $57 to like $450 in commission. So you see the difference there? It's definitely worth it to be promoting. So if you still have that Ruby bonus on the table, go for it. You can get it this month. If you don't have it on the table still, Ruby should still be your #1 priority. You should still be pushing for it because your paycheck will grow so much. And in the long run, like not really pushing to promote because you missed a bonus, you're missing out on hundreds and hundreds and then thousands of dollars in the long run because you're not promoting. So make it top priority this month. So how do I go Ruby? You're sitting here, you're watching this, and it's October 21st, and on October 31st, you want to be a Ruby. How are you going to do that? Number one, the very first thing that you need to do is get yourself commission qualified. I did a whole training video on this. It's on my YouTube channel if you have not seen it yet. If you're confused, ask your enroller, ask your upline. But first thing, no matter what, you're not going to get any paycheck at all. You won't get a paycheck and you won't get any type of bonus if you're not commission qualified. So you either have to run an auto shipment for 80 BV or more, or your personal volume has to be 150 or more. That's just the sum of your loyal customers' orders, the volume on those orders. If you are confused on that, again, quickly message your enroller and ask them, am I commission qualified, or what does it mean to be commission qualified? Because you will not promote, you will not get a paycheck, you will not get a bonus if you are not commission qualified. Make that top priority. Okay, the second thing is you need to make sure that you have your first 4 loyal customers. So anytime the company offers bonuses, right now we have good bonuses available. Last month and the month before, we had those high five bonuses, those $5,000 bonuses. This Ruby bonus, anytime there is a bonus available for us, we have to have a minimum of 4 loyal customers, 4 qualified loyal customers. They are very specific about this, okay? In order for it to be a qualified loyal customer, they cannot share an address with you, and 2 loyal customers cannot share the same address. So like, let's say you have your mom and your dad both order. Okay, they're coming from the same address, most likely. So that will not count as 2. That will only count as 1. The official rules for a qualified loyal customer are available in the document library in eSuite. But like just as a blanket statement, they can't share an address with you. They can't share an address with each other. They cannot have a credit card decline. Like it has to be, like they have to be actively still ordering, and you have to have at least 4. Okay, so if you are new, if you're pushing for that Ruby bonus, that $500 bonus, this needs to be the very first thing that you complete, and that has to be done within your first 30 days. So from the day that you enroll, let's say you enrolled last month on September 27th. That means you have 6 days left until October 27th to get those first 4 loyal customers. You need to make that top priority, because if you miss that 30-day window, to get your first 4 loyal customers, you will miss out on that opportunity to get the $500 Ruby bonus. Now, let's say you are past your Ruby bonus qualification. So you know if you're promoting to Ruby, you're not going to get a bonus, but you still want to promote to Ruby because that's the first step in going Emerald and the first step in going Diamond and the first step in growing your paycheck. If you are outside of your Ruby bonus qualification, it's still good to have those 4 loyal customers for 2 reasons. Number 1, it helps get you commission qualified. So a lot of people, like, it's just a really easy way to get your 150 PBV and get commission qualified to get your paycheck. So that's one great reason. The second reason is because if you have 4 loyal customers going Ruby, then for all of the good bonuses that we have right now, if you get those 4 signed up, for all of those good bonuses right now, you already qualify for those because you have 4 loyal customers. Guys, we're coming up on conference, which we have the good bonuses this month, but we're coming up on conference. I can guarantee you they're going to be doing some amazing promotions for us. So go ahead and start now getting those 4 loyal customers because it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. It gets you commission qualified and it sets you up for future bonuses that you know that you're going to want to get anyway. So focus on getting those first 4 loyal customers as quickly as possible. Okay? The next thing that you're going to do is focus on getting distributors. So this is where I want to spend the majority of the time. So every time I hold this up, it messes with the lighting in here. It goes really orange. Okay, so in order for you to go Ruby, and I realize this is backwards for everybody. In order for you to go Ruby, you are going to need a total of 5 distributors underneath of you, okay? You're going to need, okay, this is you. You're going to need 3 people in your top line. And then you're going to need 1 of these people to have 2 distributors underneath of them and promote to executive. So in order for you to promote to Ruby, you need an executive and you need 2 distributors filled to a volume of 400. So let's talk about signing distributors up. Okay, first of all, you need to take on this responsibility yourself. It is nobody else's responsibility to promote you to Ruby but you. So when you're thinking like along those lines, like I don't want you to think, well, maybe if I sign up so-and-so, maybe she'll sign a couple of people so I won't have to. Don't think like that. I want you to think, I need 5 distributors to go Ruby and I need to sign them all myself. If you sign up somebody and they happen to sign a distributor, that's great. That's just an added bonus. But your mentality moving forward with this needs to be, I don't care if anybody helps me. I don't care if anybody signs them. I can sign everybody myself because I want that $500 bonus. I want that $500 paycheck. So make it your mission. This is up to you and you alone. Promoting does not fall on anybody's shoulders but your own. Why is that? Because your name is the only name on that paycheck. And I promise you, nobody wants to promote as badly as you want you to promote, okay? So while your enroller may love that you're promoting, I promise you she doesn't want it as badly as you do. So make it your responsibility. I need 5 distributors and I'm going to sign them all. Now I want you to keep this in mind. I said this in another video the other day. This business is strictly a numbers game. I feel like most people kind of get in the mindset like, oh, I can ask my sister and my cousin and my friend. And you go and ask them and you get no's. And then you immediately think, okay, this isn't for me. And that's not the case at all. Okay, for everybody, this business is a numbers game. The more people that you ask, the more you are likely to get yeses. So this is where your hundreds list will come into play. Go to eSuite, go to the document library and print out a hundreds list in a memory jogger. And you can actually write down the names of every single person that you know. And I like to give the example that Jocelyn Yates, that she did the month that she signed 20 distributors in 30 days. So signing 20 distributors sounds amazing. That's almost your entire diamond chart. It sounds amazing, and it is amazing, actually. I don't want to take away from that. But she talks about how she signed those 20 distributors is that she literally wrote out 300 people that she personally knew. Friends from her childhood, friends from high school, friends from college. I mean, everything from like her dry cleaner to, I mean, like people that she knew from church. She literally wrote out 300 names, and she started messaging and calling and meeting with all 300 of these people. She directly asked 300 people if they wanted to be a part of her team. She said of those 300, only 100 of them even responded. So 200 people totally ignored her. Okay, that's 2/3 of the amount of people that she asked, completely ignored her. Of the 100 who did respond to her, only 60 had like a favorable, like, okay, yeah, you can tell me more. Of the 60 who did have a favorable reaction, only 30 were actually serious. Like, okay, I really am interested. Tell me what I need to do. How do I get started? All of that. Then of those 30, only 20 people actually ended up signing. So you think like of 300, only 20. But if you think about it in the reverse, like this girl signed 20 distributors in 1 month alone. So I realized like you're not shooting, when you're going Ruby, you're not shooting for 20, you're just shooting for 5. So if that's the scale that you're using, I mean, we're talking like you're going to need to be asking dozens and dozens and dozens and even 100 people, you know, and you need to be using, I actually did a video on how to seal the deal with loyal customers and distributors, like how you can actually get them to join and the language that you need to be using with them. And that's what I want you to do. So when you're talking to your best friend, when you're talking to your sister, when you're talking to, you know, a church friend or whatever, when we find something that we really love, we never really have an issue being passionate about it, okay? In the video I did on signing loyal customers and distributors, I was talking to you about how I talked to my best friend Katie about a drink from Starbucks and about a pair of boots. And how I was like, oh my gosh, I love these. You have to stop what you're doing right now and go get this cup of coffee. And I like the language I was using with her was very straightforward and very passionate. But for some reason, like when it comes to business, we cower away from that because we think we don't want to be that pushy it works girl or whatever. But I want you to not even think like that. Like, guys, we have our hands on gold. And if people knew how amazing this company was, they'd be running to us. So be passionate about it. I mean, I want you to really stop and think about it. Who couldn't use an extra $500 a month? If you walked up to your best friend and said, I have got $500 cash in my car, do you want it? She would probably be like knocking you down to run and go get it from you, right? So, I mean, it's not that easy. It's not just like handing over $500, but guys, this is easy work. Like, we're not out digging trenches, right? We're working from our homes in our pajamas with our kids. Like, this is easy. You got $500 on the line for them. There's not a single person that I know of who would be like, no, I don't need $500. No, of course not. Everybody I know would be like, yeah, I could use an extra $500. So when you are thinking about reaching out to people, I want you to sit down and I want you to think with your hundreds list. I want you to go through every single person that you know. Every person. Don't say no for anybody. Don't think, oh, she's not going to want to do this. There's no way that she would do network marketing. Don't think that, because I was the person who would never do network marketing. And here I am. Okay? So you don't know who is sitting at home praying for something to cross their path. Like, guys, Christmas is coming up. People are thinking long and hard about how they're going to be paying for Christmas this year, how they're going to be traveling to their family's house for Christmas and paying for plane tickets and Christmas presents. Guys, that's really on people's minds right now. So when you go to somebody and say, listen, I have this amazing opportunity. I am earning a $500 cash bonus this month. And that means that I need to help 5 people earn a $500 cash bonus by the end of December. That kind of money would be life-changing for you during the holidays. Would you be interested in hearing more about this? Or, listen, I've got this amazing opportunity and you have the best personality. People just love you. You're such a people person. I really think that you could be amazing at this, and I could help you earn an extra $500 a month. Let's sit down and talk about this because I think you would make a great addition to my team. Be very straightforward with people. Be very direct with people. I don't say things like, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? I don't talk like that. Okay, that's cheesy, and I feel like that's kitschy and kind of scammy. I don't talk to people that way. I use definite time frames. Okay, like if they join this month, they have until December 31st to get a $500 cash bonus. Like, I mean, if somebody offered me $500 cash right now before Christmas or right at Christmas, I'd jump on it. So give them definite time frames. Give them solid monetary figures. They can earn a $500 cash bonus, and they can earn an average $500 a month paycheck, all by the end of December, just by following a few simple steps. And then be very direct with people. Don't be cowardly. Don't be skittish. Don't be saying things like, if you're interested, and here's my website, and you can look at this. Don't talk like that to people. You want to be, and I like to call it confident in what you're talking about. Don't be arrogant. Don't be pushy. You don't want to be that it works person, but you want to be confident in what you're talking to them about. Like, girl, I have the most amazing opportunity. Like, you don't even know what you're missing out on. I've got to tell you about this. You have to try this out. You will thank me later when you're making $500 a month. That's the kind of language that you need to be using with people. And don't say no for anybody, because you never know who could use this business. Guys, some of my very best distributors, my highest ranking distributors, I was too afraid to approach in the beginning. And now, after they came to me about the business, now they're emeralds and diamonds. And I just am kicking myself because I thought, man, if I would have asked them when I first joined, think about how far along they would be and how far along I would be at this point if I had just had the courage to ask them. So don't say no for anybody. Be bold and just go after it. This is a numbers game. If you want to sign 5 distributors, make it your goal to specifically personally meet with, personally message at least 100 people about this business. That's the only way that you're going to end up signing the 5 that you need. Okay? Okay, then let's talk about getting the volume that you need. So back to our chart here. In order for you to promote to Ruby, every single distributor, every one of these 5 people need to be filled to a volume of 400. Okay? So that's a group volume of 400. Again, I did a different video explaining what volume is. So if you need a quick reference on that, that's on our team page and on my YouTube channel that you can look that up. But you need everybody filled to a group volume of 400. So you're going to add up all of their loyal customers' orders, the volume of their orders, and that needs to be over 400 for all 5 of them. Okay, so to put it into perspective, let's say you have a new distributor sign up and she gets 8 people who buy wraps. So our wraps have a volume of 54. Oh gosh, quick math. 440, no. 4, guys, math's not my strong suit. 432. Don't quote me on that. I should have picked something easier. So if she had, don't tell me if I'm wrong. We're just going to go with 432. So if you have a new distributor who has 8 people order wraps from her, the wraps have a volume of 54. That would be 432, I think. So she would be filled to 400, over 400. Let's do an easier example. So let's say you have a new distributor who signs up and she has 4 people who order the system. The system's easy. That's 110 BV. So if she has 4 customers who order this system, that gives her 440 BV. Okay, so the amount of customers that each of them need vary because it's based on the volume of the orders. So what you'll need to do is just take that into consideration. Like as they have loyal customers ordering, you need to figure out what the volume is for each order and add that. So let's talk about, like, once you sign these new distributors, you want to help them, because while it's not impossible, it's not impossible for you to get all of the customers for all of these people. It's not impossible. It is difficult. So you want to enlist the help of these new distributors that you're signing up. So what you need to do when you have a new distributor who joins, the nice thing about that is you have with them a brand new warm market that you can tap into through your new distributor. So, like, your mom can only order so much, right? But when you sign a new distributor, suddenly she has a mom, she has a sister, she has an aunt, whatever. So you can help her reach into her warm market and sign her first 4 loyal customers, because all 5 of these new distributors that you are signing up, they're going to want that $500 bonus too. So you're going to help them do exactly what you're doing right now. You want to help them earn that $500 bonus. The first thing they need to do for that is sign 4 loyal customers. So you want to help them right off the bat. Okay, let's hit the ground running. What can I do to help you sign loyal customers? Guys, we have scripts on our team page. I did a video on how to get your first 4 loyal customers. You want to do anything and everything that you can to get those people that you sign up, those 5 distributors, to sign as many loyal customers as you possibly can. Because they have a mom and a sister and an aunt and all those people in their warm market who are much more likely to buy from them because they love them than they would be buying from a complete stranger like you, right? So you want to help them tap into that warm market as quickly as possible. If you're working on a time frame, like, let them know, like, hey, let's get you a paycheck this month. The only way to get you a paycheck this month is to get you some loyal customers signed up. And you need 4 for the Ruby bonus anyway. So let's make it our goal to get you those first 4 loyal customers by the 31st. Let's start by making a script to send to all of your friends and family. Let's fill out your hundreds list so you can start reaching out to people. Let's get you watching training videos from our team page. Get them plugged in right away. Get them working on their own. If you can train your new distributors right away to start being successful, that'll get you that much closer to Ruby, okay? With that said, what I said in the last point about signing the distributors, you also need to take that into consideration for loyal customers. It is not your downline's responsibility to get you to promote. It's not. It would be nice if your downline brought in all 400 BV on their own, but you can't expect that from them, okay? If you want to promote, you need to take this responsibility on yourself. Okay, so I had I think it was in Lori Furtado's group last month. I'm going to see if I can find the script. Lori had a distributor who needed, like, I can't remember, it was like 3,000 BV or something to promote to whatever rank she was going to. So anyway, she took that 3,000 and divided it by 23, because that's how much our fat fighters are. That's what the volume is for our fat fighters. And she figured out exactly how many people she needed to buy fat fighters. It's our cheapest item. She figured out exactly how many people she needed to buy fat fighters for her to get the exact amount of volume she needed. So just for example's sake, and I can't remember exactly, like, how much volume she needed and how many people she ended up needing. But let's just say she needed 20 people to buy fat fighters. She knew, like, if I can get 20 people to buy fat fighters, that's exactly how much volume that I need to promote. So she took it upon herself to sign all 20 of those. So she went out and she started contacting every single person. Hey, Aunt Sally, I need 20 people to buy fat fighters for $23. Can you do this for me? Hey, Cousin Sarah, I need 20 people to buy 1 bottle of fat fighters for $23 as a loyal customer. Can you help me out and purchase these today? And she filled her volume that way. So figure out exactly how much volume you need. If you have to fill this entire chart yourself, 4, 8, 12, 16, 2,000. You need 2,000 BV, okay? figure out whatever product it is, and maybe it is Fat Fighters, I don't know. Or let's say it's the system. Okay, if you need 2,000 BV in order for you to promote, if my math is correct, that means you need 20 systems, because 110 BV. Guys, I told you math is not my strong suit. I think it's 20, right? 20? Yeah, I think so. So if you need 20 people to buy the system, then at 110 BV, that's what you need to fill this. Then you need to sit down and you need to contact way more than 20 people, because remember, this is a numbers game. So if you need 20 people to sign, then you need to be reaching out to like 200 or 300 people and saying, hey, this is what I need. Can I count on you to order something from me at this price to help me reach this goal? And you need to be specific with people, and you need to ask them. I would not say anything like, here's my website. If you think you might be interested, you can. When you're pushing for a promotion, when you're that close to promoting, I like to just, hey, I'm pushing for a big promotion at work and I need 20 people to buy a system from me. I've got these systems marked down. They're normally $250. I've got it on sale for $147 right now. I'll give you free shipping and a free blender bottle. Will you help me and purchase this? Okay? Just put it out there for people. Just tell them what you need, tell them what a discount they're getting, and ask them if they'll help you. Guys, it is so doable to still promote this month. With 10 days left, you could go more than Ruby. You could go Emerald or Diamond still with the amount of time left. These are just some practical tips to help you get there. And then the last thing I wanted to say is you can obviously move people. When you enroll loyal customers and when you enroll distributors, you have the ability to move them anywhere within your downline, okay, to help you promote. So even if people under you aren't working, like if you sign somebody and they're not doing anything, you can actually take it upon yourself to fill them with the volume that they need, or fill them with the distributors that you need in order for you to promote. So if you're pushing for Ruby this month, you need to keep in very close contact with your enroller or your upline for when you are enrolling people, that you can ask them exactly where you need to place that person in order for you to promote. When you're brand new, a lot of times like charting, it doesn't make a lot of sense until you get in the hang of it, like you've done it quite a bit. So don't feel like you don't know what to do. If you say, hey, I'm going to promote this month, message your enroller immediately. Hey, I'm going to start enrolling the crap out of people, and I'm going to need you to help me to know exactly where to put these people. And your enroller or your upline can definitely help you exactly where to put them on your chart. You've only got 24 hours to move them when a loyal customer or a distributor enroll. So you definitely want to make sure that you stay on top of that, because you don't want to miss a window to move somebody that would help you promote. So stay on top of that and make sure that you're messaging your enroller or your upline. So I hope this helps. Guys, there's so much time left. And really, like when you think about it, you only need 5 people. 5 people, that's it. It's so doable, and with 10 days left, I know that it's possible. But if it's going to happen, you have to have a mindset to work, because it will not work if you just, yeah, I want to promote to Ruby, and then you don't do anything about it. In order for you to accomplish anything, it takes intentional effort with your time, measurable goals that you can actually accomplish, and it takes a dedication to work your business as hard as you possibly can, day in and day out, to get there. But if you do that, I promise you, every single one of you can promote this month.